In this session, I will show you how to maintain magnetic media T4 transmittal information and to generate a T4 magnetic media transmittal file. The T4 copy of Canada Custom and Revenue Agency can be filed in the form of a flat file that is stored in a magnetic media approved by the agency. The agency requires you to file this way if you're filing at least 500 T4s. The first step is to ensure that all static information that are downloaded on the T4 flat file are available and correct, and this information can be maintained or entered in the T4 magnetic media filing information program, which is under maintenances. Half of this information in this screen are initially filled by SDC, as this information are static in nature, they don't change. So let's go and check what are the information that are available to us now on this program. We do enter query, execute query. Here the transmitter type, the slip type, the summary type, and transmitter type are initially filled by System Dynamics when the payroll system is installed. The transmitter type for T4 filing is always 904, and same as the slip type is always 110, the summary type is always 331, and this transmitter is a code given to you by the agency. And this is a transmitter type indicator. It indicates whether you are, filing this T4 on your behalf or you're using a purchase software. Let's see what are the valid values that's available in here. You just have to clear that one and do a list of values. Here it's saying that it's 1, you're submitting returns on your behalf. 2, you're submitting returns on behalf of others. 3, submitting returns on behalf using a purchase software. 4, you're a software vendor. So for your case, I guess it will be 3 because you are using System Dynamics to file T4. But if you are something like a tax agency or something like that, and you're filing T4 on behalf of others, you would be using number 2 for this transmitter type indicator. For this case, we'll be using 3. And this field is a technical contact name. So if there's a problem with the transmittal or something, with the magnetic media, this is the person that the agency will call. So let's put somebody's name in here. And this is the phone number, which includes the area code. So I'm going to put 905-475-5155. And this is the county contact name, just in case there's a discrepancy between the amount and the T4 and something like that. This is the person that they're going to call. So you're going to put somebody's name in here, which is usually your accountant. And let's put a number in here. This is going to be the phone number for this contact name, accounting contact name. Then when we have finished entering this one, actually there's an extension. If there's an extension in for this person, then we put extension. And once we have finished entering this information or changing some information that's been initially filled by System Dynamics, we have to save it to the database. Here we have saved information. Now we know that all the information, static information, are available so that when we generate the magnetic media T4, all this information will be downloaded with a T4 flat file. Now we're ready to go and generate the T4 magnetic media flat file. This program is located under year-end processing, and it's called magnetic media T4. Here we enter the employee registration, which is basically the business number provided by Canada Custom and Revenue Agency. So if you have a number, then you would put it in here. Let's say there's something like this is the number. And the taxation year, let's just say 2000. And the data type. Let's go to list of values to check what are the valid values. And here, if this is the original data, the very first time, you put 1. If this is a test data, just making sure that the format of the flat file hasn't changed, then you put 2. And if this is a replacement data, meaning to say the agency have requested a replacement data because there's been some problem with the original data, then you would be putting 3. For this exercise, we're going to use 1 original data. Say OK, and then we do execute query, and here it asks you where do you want the flat file to be saved. For this example, I'm gonna save it to drive C, and I'm gonna call it T4 media, and then I'm gonna do save, and I'm gonna run it. Here it's asking for the destination. I would just select screen because there's no report generated with this program. So I would do run, and the program should have generated the T4 flat file. The next step is to verify that the flat file was generated. Here we go and use our Explorer, and we go to we know we save it under drive C at the root of C. Here we have it here. It's called T4 media. Let's make sure that we have something inside this file. Double click on this one, and it should bring us this screen. We can open it with any editor we would like to. Here we're gonna use Notepad, and we double click on that one, and let's go back to this one. Use Notepad, and here we have the file, and it has some information. That is the header, and these are the T4s, and this is the summary record. So yes, we have successfully generated the T4 magnetic media transmittal. Now what we have to do next is to save this on a magnetic media approved by the agency, and then we send it to them. This concludes our tutorial on how to generate magnetic media T4 and to maintain the general or static information needed in the download.